Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's live readings and lessons and learning and readings with Larkin. My name is Larkin. Welcome, everybody. I'm playing with this format since I've been out of this for a while. I'm going to get back to my formats here. There we go. All right, so I want to thank you all for tuning in while we're waiting for a few more people to log in. I'm going to go ahead. Hi, Charlene. I'm going to go ahead and go over my 5 minutes of intro that really gives you guys a chance to, this is about getting your mindset right. This is about getting centered for you. And I like to do that while I'm setting my incense, lighting my candle. And I wait to do that until all of you arrive, because setting the ambiance for yourself is so important. Hello, KR. Welcome. So important, because right now you are in human form. And so your senses need that. Okay. We need that to change our mindset from the rush, to get in a different frame of mind, to what are we really doing here? We're changing our vibration, aren't we? So how do you go from rushing in to shifting your vibration? And the more you practice this, the better you'll get, the quicker it'll be for you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I have black cherry orchid. For those of you new to my lives, I love Ganesh sticks. You can order them online on Amazon. Most little stores have them. They're really inexpensive, but they really use pure ingredients. They're really good. They're not full of chemicals. So I like to use these. And, visually as well, if you guys have a lovely setting, somewhere where you can sit, where it's relaxing and peaceful. I have dogs here, so hopefully they won't bark, but where it's quiet, and engage in as much of the senses as you can for that. So I'm going to light our incense while we're waiting for people to log on. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. So Sarah, you reminded me. I like to remind people when you get on. Spirit always asks me to share a little lesson with you when we get on here. And one of the things you reminded me of, Sarah, is, it's really important for us to slow down and get out of the rush. And I'm going to share with you one of the reasons. Like, I have another day that I do readings online through my own pages. And I encourage a lot of the opposite of what you see most reading pages do, not Veronica's. I love Veronica, has the very best readers on the planet in this group. But I just mean in general, before we get started with readings, and this is where a lot of people log off, because a lot of people jump from reader to reader throughout the day or throughout the week. And they're see if this relates to you, they're in a frantic rush to get as many readings as they can, to get guidance and answers and validation from different readers. And then they take and choose the readings that they like, the people they agree or don't agree with. They compare readers. This reader said that, and this reader told me this. One of the reasons I started the Awakening Your Intuition program, that I have clients learning about intuition, that I do these readings, is because I tend to go against the grain and be really outside of the box. Okay. Hi, Dom. Welcome. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with readers encouraging that. Hi, Margaret. And the reason is because some of these readers, you get on and they've got hundreds or thousands of people. And this can be good for the reader because they're getting a lot of publicity and attention, right? But I do it a little differently, which is why Veronica and I are calling my session Lessons in Learning and Readings with Larkin. Because if you get on and you're trying to get to the top of the list to get a reading, and I understand that's how it typically works, so I'm not criticizing you, Sarah. I just want you guys to get into a different frame of mind. What happens is you might get first in line, somebody might see you, but quite frankly, to me, it changes the vibration. So when you guys come here, just please know, I'm going to light my candle now. I'm on my soapbox. I share this with everybody before we get going in readings, because I try to delay starting the readings because you are a part of the reading. When you come, you bring the messages that you need. You bring your entire spirit team. You're a part of your spirit team, by the way. You bring your entire spirit team. Okay. Hi, Leona. Hi, CJ. And so if you come and maybe you don't think you're frantic for a reading, but if you come and your energy is saying, okay, I want to make sure I get a reading, I want her to see me, your frequency is going to go whoop, because it puts you in a place of need. So I ask you first to come and be relaxed and settle in with us. At least say hello and where you're from before you ask me for a reading, because we readers come and we have to use a lot of energy and a lot of shifts. We're interpreting countless, I don't even know how many, hundreds of thousands of millions of vibrational frequencies as translators. And when people get on and they're just like, can I have a message? Can I get a message? My human mind and my consciousness is like, what are they really going to do with that? Is this just another comparative reading? And spirit wants you all to know that every one of you, like your spirit team in the universe, knows every one of you that's on here today. They knew you were coming to this before you even knew. Okay. So even if I don't call on you and I'm going to go wherever spirit guides me, even if I don't call on you, please know that I am trying to get to as many people as possible. I'm not looking at readings or comments while I'm saying this because I want to focus on what they're telling me to share with you. Please know that I'm going to try to get to as many of you as I can. I'm going to go where spirit guides me, just like the other readers do. And first and foremost, the universe can deliver you a message, even if I'm not speaking to you. So please make sure you pay attention and you listen, because spirit might deliver a message to you through somebody else today. Okay. Spirit might decide that that particular person needs to be spoken to, but if you're paying attention, you'll get it. Okay. All right. So that's my little soapbox for the day. But if you guys really want to get the most out of psychic work, metaphysics, your spiritual practices, talking to teachers, understand that the questions you ask are more important than the answers you get. And I beg of you from the universe, please try when you go to readings, not just mine, to get out of the cattle call mentality that I feel like a lot of online readings pull you into. This group doesn't, Veronica's work doesn't, but I'm just saying, like, let those, a lot of readers welcome that and they're okay with that because they're just trying to get followers. I'm not trying to get followers. Okay. I'm here to genuinely have spirit work through me. And so I'm going to go at a slower rate that is going to counteract your ego. Your ego is going to want me to call on you and you want to be first and you don't want to get missed and you want answers. That's what ego says. Spirit says, we have eternity. I am constantly answering your questions. Everything is just as it should be. All is well. Breathe and be present and be open to receive. Okay. So that's why I'm lecturing all of you. I want you to know that, because I don't know if anybody else is going to tell you that. You might never come back to my readings again. Maybe I'm the only person you're going to hear that from. I don't know. All right. Let me finish saying hello and we'll get into readings. Let's see. Kawizi, KR, Nicole, Avril. I see some familiar faces from last year. This is great. Maureen. Yeah. So Sarah, this will help the PTSD. Okay. This will actually help. And there are people that don't have PTSD that come and they ask. I'm not criticizing you. Hi, Ruth. I want to thank you, Sarah, because I want to remind everybody. When you feel an urgency, take a deep breath and work on getting present, because spirit speaks to you through stillness. And that's also a mindset thing, which is why I also teach mindset work. You are human. And Sarah, I'm going to start with you for a reading, but I just want to remind you guys, you are human, and make sure, this is very important, and spirit saying, wait, share this with them. We are living in a world full of people wanting accommodations. And here's the thing I want to say about that. Okay. You are on your own individual path and you have your challenges for a reason. Sometimes there's signs you need to make different choices. And other times it's the universe just saying, hey, whatever is challenging you is an opportunity to grow, to remember who you are as a soul, to get stronger, to get braver, to get more confident. So if you have like I have ADHD, I'm a night owl. It ruins my life because I am just, I'm awake at night and then I can't get up in the morning. Okay, we all have things, but we have to remember that we're living in a society that says if you have accommodations, people are expected to give it to you. I don't believe in that. I believe in us giving grace and being generous and empathetic, and sometimes, yes, making exceptions. But if you expect the rest of the world to always accommodate you, you are weaker. You are giving your power away. Okay, so make sure. I mean, Einstein had learning disabilities. He couldn't read till he was 10. If that hadn't been the case and his mother had not kept him home and taught him reading and arithmetic because his school kicked him out, we would have nothing that Einstein shared. He would not have had the life that he did. So no matter what it is, if it's PTSD, Sarah, get some mindset work. Learn to be present like Eckhart Tolle teaches. Okay, your PTSD is an invitation for you to expand who you are and realize you have no limitation. You can function as better or better than anybody else. So don't let our mind labeling and what we experience as a limitation stop you. It's your invitation to find something else. Okay? Yes, go with the now. So you can see, Sarah, this is pulling into your reading. Okay? And again, I'm not saying you can't ask for readings, but a lot of you haven't heard from me since January or December. And so there's a lot of new people on here. And I don't say these things to be a bitch. I say these things because I find that in our metaphysical and spiritual world, people are not sharing these things. They do here in Veronica's group. Veronica knows these things, but there's a lot of readers that can do like card readings and whatnot, but they're not telling you this. Spirit is asking me to make sure you guys also know these principles because you are, Sarah, you got to remember you're spiritual, you're physical, and you're an emotional and mental being. So you guys have to care for, and Sarah, this is one of your messages from your spirit guides, your loved ones. There is grandparent energy around you. There is old, wise, sage teacher energy around you. There's your angels. I see 3 angels and your guardian angel right above your head. You've got 3 spirit guides, and 2 of them are really strong, one on either side of you and one behind you, Sarah. So you are very surrounded. And I'm getting chills right now because their message to you is embracing the whole of you. Write that down if you're not going to remember. Embracing the whole of you. Okay. And so for a lot of people, when they come to these readings, that's their escape. They're getting the spiritual and metaphysical side. But when we get off of here, you have to. Billy, no. My dog's growling. You have to implement this as a human. Your nervous system, you got PTSD because your human nervous system has been affected. Listen to some Dr. Joe Dispenza. I use his teaching in my coaching work. He teaches you to change your brain frequency to slow your nervous system. You, Sarah, your spirit team wants you to know you have resources available to you you're not utilizing. Okay? And so it's really powerful, Sarah, that they want you to harness your power. They want you to take your power back. This world is a world of opposition, right? It's a world of what we see as good and bad, right and wrong, hard and easy. Stop comparing yourself to others or to anything, Sarah. First of all, that's important. Number 2, you need to get in your center. And yes, you need to be studying the power of now. It took me years before I got the power of now after reading it, even though I was a TM meditator. Okay. Your power is in the now. So your spirit team is saying they see you give your power away in maybe how you judge yourself, in every time you reiterate PTSD, every time you reiterate your labels, you're giving your power away to society, to societal opinions, to your own opinions of that, to the idea of self-limitations. And then you think, well, as a soul, I'm limitless. Okay, guess what? Your consciousness wants to use your mind as a tool, Sarah. If your mind is caught on PTSD and caught on, I have limitations, then you're going to really be struggling with that. Okay. So I want to remind you that it's very, very important, Sarah, that, your spirit team has been trying to get through to you. And I don't know if you journal. I don't know what things you do to speak to your spirit team or to get validation from your spirit team, but you need to make sure that you are connecting with them on a daily basis. Okay. You need to be, when you journal, Sarah, what you're going to find is that your spirit team is going to tell you what you need to do. Sorry, I have a special needs cat here who got himself caught and I had to get up and help him. So your spirit team wants you to get focused on that, but remember, you're human. So make sure that you do what Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches and you do a little mindset work. Okay, Sarah, and I have mindset lives as well. You can find on my Powerful Choices page. I mention it on my Larkin Psychic Medium page. I don't see that listed here. I don't see my banner on here. I'll try to put my banner up for you guys. But it's really important that you focus on that and that you are remembering you're a whole being. Okay. And this year is going to be about you taking your power back. And that means as much from taking it back from your own mindset and your limiting beliefs about yourself. Does this make sense, Sarah? Because you have a lot of self-limiting beliefs about yourself. And this is why I don't agree with the whole accommodations thing, because we expect the rest of the world. I'm not saying you asked for that. I'm just saying in general, we expect the world to accommodate for us, and it weakens us. And I believe that's intentionally done in society to weaken us. But it's your job to be your gatekeeper and to say, okay, I have to get control of my mind and my mindset. And that's going to start with just accepting exactly how you are, loving how you are, and understanding there's a reason for it. Okay. Hi, Charlene. So keep me posted, Sarah. Yes. Awesome. Keep me posted and let me know how it goes. Come back and visit me. Listen to my Mindset Lives if you want, but understand your whole spirit team. That is the message from your spirit team. Okay. Awesome, Sarah. Thank you for letting me read for you. Lorraine, Mel, Vanya. Oh, I love that name. I used to have a friend from across the pond with that name. Lorraine, Mel. Hold on. I want to. Goody says, how do I communicate with my spirit guides if I have them? I want to quick say this, Goody. First of all, I specialize in spirit guides. If you go to my Larkin Psychic Medium Spiritual Interpreter page, which I don't see here, I'm not sure how to post it, but I'll try to, I guess I have to create a banner. Yeah, I don't have a banner for it. So I'm going to have to create a banner, I guess, for it. I'll put it up. It was up here last week. If you go to one of my pinned videos, I'm wearing a blue and pink plaid shirt, and I did it 2 years ago, and it's all about questions about spirit guides. You can learn a lot from that. Everyone has spirit guides, and I talk about that in the lives on my page that I do as well and answer questions. The people in my Awakening Your Intuition learn to work closely with their spirit guides. You can communicate with them. They're communicating with you all the time. All right. And I also have an Awakening Your Spirit Guides event. I'll be having the next one in November. I haven't posted that yet, but you can also participate in that if you like. It is a free event, and I'm going to help you identify your spirit guides and how they're talking to you and help you connect with them. Okay. So you might want to check with that. Goodie. All right. All right, let's see here. I will try to, I will put my, my link up here for you guys, and I'll put it on the lives afterwards, and I'll create a banner. I don't know where the banner went this week. Okay, but that way you'll be able to find me on my page. Let's see here. Let's see. I am doing well. Thank you, Michelle. All right, let me scroll back up, guys. There's quite a few people I want to get to here. Let's see here. All right. Hold on one second, guys. I'm just scrolling back up because there's a couple I missed up here. It's true. Our expectations. That's very true. Very true. Okay. Sarah, your mom and dad are right there. They're around you. You have a whole slew of loved ones behind you, honey. A whole slew of them. Okay. Oh, you found your missing bracelet, KR. That's amazing. Good. That is so great. All right. I'm going to try to get to some people I haven't gotten to in a while. Let's see. Oh, hi, Maureen. You're from Canada. Awesome. Cornwall, England. All right. Welcome, you guys. I love seeing people from all over the world. That is so exciting. All right. Sorry, I thought I had somebody up here. Spirit was asking me to scroll up. Sorry, guys. Okay, well, I'm going to go back down here. Frankie, welcome. Good to see you. Okay. Let's see. Lorraine Chambers. Lorraine, will you let me know if you're still there, please? Let's see. I'm going to star a couple of these. Let's see. Michelle, I've got you starred. So guys, just make sure that you guys just don't run away. I know some people, when they get on readings, they run away after if they don't get called on right away. Let's see. There's Michelle. Let me see what she said down here. Oh, from Australia, Mel. Awesome. Hi, Alethea. All right. Lorraine is from Ireland. Awesome. All right. So let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm just. All right. I'm waiting to see. Let me see if she said she's on here. No, don't see her. Pennsylvania. Awesome. All right. So, let's see. Let's do. She doesn't seem to be here. So, I'm very Irish myself. All right. I'm at work and my break is over. It's over. Oh no, Maureen. Okay. So let's see. Maureen, did you have a specific question since you are at work and you have to go? Do you have a specific question? Wow, I see a lot of really soft, there's a lot of soft support and cushioning and padding around you right now, energetically, Maureen. And I feel an incredible amount. Let me go back up and see if you had a specific question. I feel a lot of Mississippi. Wow. A lot of tension within your body and your energy right now. And that is something that needs to really soften. And I think that's why I'm seeing a lot of like your angels right now, Maureen, they're surrounding you with a lot of soft cushioning, a lot of soft clouds. And there's a lot of mental tension that is coming that I feel from you. It's like almost like part of your insides are made of like wood and steel. I'm not saying you're hard. I'm saying that there's that much tension that I'm feeling. And I'm also being shown your spirit. I'm sorry, it's so hard for me to read this, and I'm trying to find a specific thing that you'd put in here, Maureen. Let's see. Yeah, so you had mentioned about expectations, Maureen, and that's really important. Um, but what your spirit team is telling me, I'm going to be real quick with this since you have to get back to work, is you need to be very conscientious, Maureen, about the people that you're hanging out with right now. You need to be very conscientious about the people that are surrounding you and of how you handle them right now, because so emotions are the mind and the body, not feelings, but emotions are the mind and the body. And it's important that you start shifting the thoughts you have that are the mind and the body, so that it's easier on your health and your well-being. Because what I'm showing is, whether you're aware of it or not, and you might not be, because 95% of your mind, they're saying, yes, you are. 95% of our mind is in our subconscious. And so we're unaware of it. So I can be feeling all of this tension for you, Maureen, without you even knowing it, although I'm being told that you do know, that you are aware. And let's see if there's anything more back here. They're just, yeah. You just want to hear from your dad. Okay. Well, there's a lot of tension going on in your body. So maybe it's partially from that, but there is this like big pink fluffy cloud cushioning surrounding you, trying to protect you and um, ease the tension in your body. So a lot of that tension might be that, the missing your dad. But what I'm finding is, what they're showing me, or they're telling me right now, is it's your emotions and thought, feelings, and patterns, and how you're working through them, and sort of the pressure that you are putting on yourself mentally and emotionally. They're also showing me that, although, and I believe, so this, I'm asking, where does this cloud of cushion come from? It's like an energy protective cloud that's supposed to be a safe place, Maureen, for you to just relax and let go. And it looks like that's from your dad, but it's also from your angels as well. They're also showing me that you need to have a shift in the people that you are surrounding yourself with. You might not recognize this as such because you have a certain tolerance level. And I'm asking your dad if he has anything specific to say in regards to that. And he's saying, yes, that this is always how you were. You can take on more than you should, and it seems like a norm for you, and so you do. And so a lot of this I'm feeling, even if you're not feeling that, is that there needs to be a more softer, more easy energy flow through your body, because you become accustomed to this tight energy. And it also means that you compensate for a lot of other people around you that you might not see as being problem energies around you. You might not see them as a problem, but in retrospect, they're actually causing a lot of this tension. And your angels, your dad is now a part of your spirit team, right? Your angels and your dad are saying they want you to take a step back. And I don't like this term self-care. I really don't. After a coaching mindset for years, I don't like the term self-care because I don't like what people have done with it and how they've marketed it. But they're saying, hi, Ian, that you need to be administering some self-care, just in the fact that your dad wants you to step back and breathe, and says this is a time for renewal for you. This is a time for renewal for you. He wants you to see his passing also as a cornerstone for a new plateau for this next phase of your life, that it's symbolic for that, because there's a new element of freedom and a new version of yourself that is ready to be unleashed. And so the reason they are surrounding you with this is because they're saying very clearly, everything comes most naturally through relaxation. So Maureen, please make a note of that. They're telling me everything comes most naturally, and it does, through relaxation. So if you're doing martial arts, like I've done most of my life, and you take a hit, or you go to do something, or you're even doing a counter move, there's an element that has to be relaxed. If you're in a car accident and you're relaxed, you're better off, you're safer, right? If you're getting blood drawn, you need to relax. So all of these things are indicators in our physical world that what they're telling me is validation for you, that you need to get to a place of being relaxed and a full acceptance of what is. When you do that, your dad's also saying he's going to be able to come through to you more clearly. He's going to be able to come through in a way that you're really like, wow, like not just, I know this is dad, I know this is a sign or a symbol of dad, but he's going to literally be able to come through to you. Okay, Maureen. Also, Maureen, I'm going to suggest please do some journaling, because this will strengthen the pathway to open up and talk to your dad. Okay, good. Do you enjoy my words? Awesome. You're there, Lorraine. Great. Okay. Hold on. Let me send Maureen on her way. Let's see. She says, thank you, Larkin. Keep me in your prayers, and thank you so much. You're spot on. I have to go. Mwah! Perfect timing. Your dad called it out for us. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Maureen. I'll see you soon. Thank you. All right. Nejin, Sam, oh, welcome. All right. You're here, Lorraine. Let's see here. Guys, I like to talk slower, but spirit comes through me quickly and wants me to get to as many people as I can. So I do tend to speed up when I am doing readings versus when I'm coaching. So I'm sorry about that. Let's see. All right. So Frankie and every kitten, I got you starred. Okay. Hi, Ian. Oxford. Yes. All right. So Lorraine, do you have, let's see. If you message anything above, I'm talking to your spirit guides right now. Hi, Kayla. Do you have anything specific that you want to ask, Lorraine? Because oftentimes, hi, Catherine Newkirk. Mwah! Good. Love you, girl. Let's see. Let me scroll back up and make sure, Lorraine, you did have something up here, and I want to make sure I got specifically. Hi, Leona. I want to make sure I specifically got what you were asking. So glad I'm back, Michelle. Thank you. It's so good to see you. Don't forget, guys, in November, I'm going to be having a Meet Your Spirit Guide. So if you guys, I don't see it on here. Let's see here. I'm trying to find my Larkin Psychic Medium banner, and I can't find it. So I will try to put that up for you guys today. I know it's on here somewhere, okay? So let's see, Lorraine. I'm looking to see who you have above you right now. Wow. So you kind of have your spirit team. Oh, here it is. Here's my banner, guys. I'm going to put this up. There we go. That way you can find me on my Larkin Psychic Medium page, okay? Yay, Veronica always has what I need. She's amazing. So you have your spirit team right now, Lorraine. They show me kind of by their movement and above you guys or around you guys where they are in reference to you while I'm doing readings. And that gives me different indications and ideas of what's going on. Let's see. Lorraine says, there was no question. What would spirit guides have for you? Okay. So first of all, Lorraine, I would, oh gosh, they're like so excited right now. They're really moving around you. They're actually like moving in a circle. They're trying to get they are trying to get your attention. And so what this tells me is they've gotten your attention. You recognize it's spirit guides. Again, if you guys go to my psychic medium page, I'm not trying to market myself. I'm just telling you, I have about a 90-minute video pinned with me in a blue and pink plaid. Like it's like a shirt. And I was doing it from the barn. And it tells you all about spirit guides and answers questions about spirit guides. Then after that, if I were you, I would register for my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, which I will have posted by tomorrow. I haven't set that event up yet. It'll be in November. It's limited. I only take 20 people, but it's free and you can come and I walk you through a process to literally introduce you to your spirit guides. So Lorraine, that is what I would do, because their message to you right now is they want you to be in more touch with them. And I'm not surprised, because the whole reason I started the Meet Your Spirit Guides event is because spirit guides right now at this time in our world, they are really wanting you, not just you having to go through somebody like me. They're wanting you all to be really aware of them and be able to interact with them. Like I interact with my spirit guides the same way I interact with humans. Like it's that casual. It's that daily. It's just very much. It's like I'm interacting with people. And they would like you guys to be able to interact with them that way as well. This Meet Your Spirit Guides event gets you off to that start. I'm not going to say you're going to walk out of there like, woohoo, I can talk to them like I do my family. You can, but it takes practice. Understand, I've done this my whole life. So it does take practice, but the event's very personalized. So you will get to know, validation for your spirit guides, who they are, learn how they communicate best with you, how many you have, how to start looking and communicating with them specifically. And then it's up to you guys to walk away from that event and do that. Do it practically on your own. Okay. And then if you decide to, join my Awakening Your Intuition or something, obviously I'll help you with that. But it takes practice, but that's what I would do. Okay, Lorraine. So they are there with you. To get you a head start, Lorraine, I would start journaling, because that opens the pathway. It clears all the mental garbage and it allows you to see on paper, because you've got your mind on paper where you can see it. It allows you to see the difference between your own thoughts and your spirit guides. Okay. So that's what I would start. Yes, they are around you. That's absolutely right. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I want to put on there. Yes, they are. They are around you and they're cheering right now. All right. Let's see here. All right. Hi, Melissa. You excited to see my new book? Awesome. I'm having the cover designed right now. I'm super excited. Thank you. Don't forget, guys, I'm only giving away free of my Life Before and After Death book. So if you want a free copy, there's only 50. You need to private message me so that I can send you the digital copy when that comes out. All right. So I'm trying to get people, guys, that I haven't read for before first. So if I read for you last week, I may or may not get to you. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to start these, and then if somebody isn't there, I will move on to the next person, and you'll just have to let me know, yes, you are here. Okay. I know there's some comments I miss. I don't mean to, but sometimes I do. Let's see here. All right. Let's do this. Let me start this. First time here with you. Very grateful for guidance of any kind, please. Evie Kitten. Awesome. Are you still there, Evie Kitten? Okay, so let's see what we have going on here. Don't forget, guys, I haven't done cards today for you guys, but there's also lots of, yes, awesome. There's also, you guys all have animal totems and everything as well. Spirit animals, guide animals, all of that. And they all have different meanings, going on. So let's see, right now. So, and I'm saying this, Every Kitten, because this came in to me pretty clearly as soon as I called on you. You have 3 different animal messengers trying to get through to you right now. One of them is the eagle, and the eagle indicates being a loner. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a loner, but it means, it means being the loner in that you are soaring sort of up and above, and you have what we call eagle eye vision. You have that ability right now. You're being given that insight. I don't know if you're receiving it and utilizing it or not. Your spirit guides are telling you you're not really utilizing it to your full potential, which don't feel bad about that, because that's pretty common. We often don't utilize it all, but The eagle eye is saying, is showing you this, you have this window while this eagle is your spirit messenger animal, where you need to be detaching and pulling back and looking at the big picture. They're showing me right now you're kind of buried underneath things and you're not getting the full picture of everything that's going on. We'll never get everything, but we get a lot of it, right? And so what they want you to do is they want you to sort of, detachment is not being cold, it's not being unkind. They want you to find a still place inside and sort of back up. And they want you to get an objective, I like to call it objective perspective in my mindset coaching. Objective perspective of things that are going on with you, because they're showing me that you feel like you're stuck right now, but they're saying you are not stuck. If you could get out of the egoic perspective, which is where you're kind of caught in the thick of it, and you could kind of just back up, even if you're like, I don't really even know what's going on in my life, I just know I want things to shift. They want you to pull back and use that, while you have this time window of this eagle messenger. Eagles can see more than 3 miles. They can read a newspaper from more than 3 miles away. Imagine that. That's what they want you to have. Okay. So yeah, objective perspective. They want you to have that. And they want you, while you're doing that, it's going to allow you to, you need to still your mind. You need to find moments where you're not speaking, because that's an extension of your thoughts, where you're still, where you're not reacting and you're just watching. Okay. The other one I see they keep showing me is an animal totem you have as a lifelong totem is a cougar. Now, the cougar walks stealthily, also alone. Okay. And this alone theme is really helping me understand what they're wanting you to do. Hi, Tracy. They want you to, understand this loner thing doesn't necessarily mean you're alone, but each of our spiritual path is ours alone, guys. This is for everybody. This isn't just for every kitten. This is really powerful, because your path is yours and yours alone to walk. And the cougar is mostly nocturnal. They walk, through the paths alone at night, and they're very observant. They have night vision. They can see through the dark. They use the bits of light that come through from the stars, from the reflections from the moon, in order to guide their way. Okay, so when we're talking about animal guidance here, you have to look at the characteristics, the qualities, and the powers of those animals. Okay, your cougar is your power animal in your life. Okay. And this is one of the animals that's with you throughout your life. This is one of your lifetime animals, the cougar. Okay. So it's like, only use the claws and teeth when you need it, but walk stealthily, walk quietly, walk observingly. Okay. So these are things from those two animals that they both really have in common. And lessons are repeated until learned. So they're showing you here, your spirit guides are saying, hey, this is your earth energy here coming out to show you. Isn't that fascinating, Lisa? And so they need you to apply this. Now, here's what happens. If you miss the window of like the eagle animal, you'll have another one come in. But if you don't learn the lessons, that means you don't put into practice, because you are a member of your spirit team, right? So if you don't put that into practice, then when that spirit animal's time to depart, you'll have another animal that's going to come in and teach you something similar. Only you might be at a different state in your life. Okay. They're also asking me to remind you that you are never, ever stuck. Okay. You're never stuck. So this is very important for you to remember, that you may feel like you're stuck in a place or stuck in a rut, but what gets you out of that are your choices. Okay. Here's the other thing. Okay. So here's another one. I asked, what's the third animal? And spirit showed me the salmon. Okay. This is showing me, this is just a temporary spirit animal messenger you have right now. It shows the salmon going upstream. So every kitten, you need to stop going up. You need to stop going upstream. Okay. This is exactly what I'm hoping. So appreciate your words. Okay. So they want you to stop going upstream. Okay. Now, when the salmon gets to go downstream, it's a lot easier for them, right? They fight upstream for the right reasons. And I'm being told that you've done all those things for the right reasons. Yes. However, now it's time for you to stop fighting your way upstream and take on, they're showing you are fighting your way upstream still. Get in these objective perspectives, settle into being the silent observer, and then, and only then, you can hear your intuition come through. And that's how they can guide you. Okay. Again, I would recommend, guys, honestly, to all of you, if you want to learn to pick up on this stuff on your own, join my Meet Your Spirit Guides event. I'll have that posted by tomorrow on my Psychic Medium page down here. It's a free event. It's absolutely free. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me read to you. I'm not trying to rush you. I feel like I'm rushing you guys. I'm not trying to. I am just trying to get to as many people as possible, as I have been told to do by Spirit. They said, please, please, please. All right. And guys, if I don't comment on your comment, I probably don't see it because I'm scrolling through fast. Okay. Somebody else starred here. Where did it go? Oh, well. All right. Kayla, are you still there? Let's do you. I have you starred. I have a couple other people starred here. Kayla, let me know if you're there, please. Guys, I love your supportive words. I love the little moons that you're showing. Every kitten says, got it. I know exactly where the change is necessary. Deepest heartfelt gratitude. You're so welcome. Thank you for tuning in. See, you guys are here when you're supposed to be. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome. Kayla, you're there. Sweet. Okay. All right, Kayla. So let's see what's going on with you. Let's see what's going on here. So, okay, you also, here's what happens, guys. Your spirit team comes. Hi, Frankie. I see you. I had you starred before. So I see your spirit teams, and then different voices come up and speak as spokespeople. So just keep in mind, guys, if let's say, I say your spirit team's there and I see all these different energies. If a spirit guide can get through to me louder than, let's say, a loved one or an angel shines through, that means they just have the right, energy to interact with me and give you your message at that time. It doesn't mean your loved ones aren't there. It doesn't mean, I can see you, Rebecca. It doesn't mean that they're not there. It doesn't mean they're not coming through. It just means that they're trying to come through as efficiently with whoever can line up with a vibration and get it through the clearest. Okay. So Kayla, there is a feminine energy on the other side. It feels like a motherly or grandmotherly energy that is really feeling for you. So on the other side, they're not sad, they're not upset, they don't have the regular human emotions that we have, but they're really feeling for you. And the word decision is coming up, and decisions. So one of the things that's coming through, and your spirit team is showing you a lot of just gentle love, compassion, empathy. I see big hugs. I see hands on your shoulders. I see them rubbing your back. I see them trying to comfort you and tell you things are okay. It's not that they're feeling sorry for you. It's that they feel like you really need this infusion of love and support and uplifting. And, there is an aspect of self-love that they feel that you really need to have. And I'm asking them to bring through more clearly and to please show me, to speak up for spirit to push through who exactly this feminine energy is that I feel. It's very nurturing. It's like wanting to grab you and pull you in and pull a big hug to you, which to me, excuse me, is usually representation of a grandmother energy, whereas the mother, not always, but a lot of times the motherly energies that come through is I often see mother spirits coming through forward and just giving you like a face-to-face hug. And it's a little different. It's usually heads on shoulders, whereas the grandmotherly energy is usually much more almost like this never-ending sinking pillow of embrace and love, depending on the relationship. And that's the energy that I'm feeling and seeing. And I just feel like there's also this element of you are being looked at as almost like just not a baby, but just a really young, innocent being that she feels needs to just be held and loved and told that everything is okay. And that's this big just infusion of love that I'm getting for you. So I'm going to support down. Can you let me know if that resonates with you? I'm going with, it really looks like and feels like a grandmotherly energy. I'm going to scroll down and see if I can see if, you can validate that for me, or if there's someone else that you're wanting to come through. Grandma, yes. Awesome. Okay. Yay. Okay. So she did get through to you. So, the message here for you is really pretty simple, is that she wants you to, the feeling I've been getting, and she's coming through stronger. So once, as a reader, connect with the soul or spirit guide, more so the mediumship, like the loved ones that had been here, they can communicate more clearly and more strongly the more validation that I get from them. And it's basically about, she wants you to not worry about anything except loving yourself. She wants you to really put brakes on everything and focus on taking care of yourself. Now, again, as a mindset coach, I have a little resistance to this as a human. Keep in mind, as I'm doing readings, I'm channeling. I don't have to close my eyes to channel. I do it awake. So as I'm doing these mediumship and this channeling all at the same time, I will let you guys know when I put my own Larkin commentary in, and this is my own Larkin commentary. Take the self-love with a grain of salt, in that, a lot of that means making tough choices. But what she's telling me is, it makes the choices that give you the greatest sense of peace. Does this make sense to you? Okay. So Alethea, hello. She wants, she says, like, if she were there, she would want to hold space for you to feel safe and at peace and loved, and know that you are absolutely okay and you have her absolute unconditional love and support. That is what she's telling me. Okay. She wants you to appropriate that for yourself. That means she wants you to know you can take the love and energy from her and your spirit team, and you can do that for you. So I ask her for an example. She's like, if you're in a situation that makes you uncomfortable, that you don't like, don't force it. Do what is going to allow you to love yourself. Okay. If you're making a decision that brings you unpeace and unrest, then say no to that, say later, and go find your peace. And know that in that peace, you're going to feel her love. Okay. Because she loves you unconditionally. Do you guys know, I'm going to say this before I go on to the next reading, because your message is very simple but powerful. This is for all of you. The universe loves you unconditionally. God, source, spirit, whatever you want to call it, loves you unconditionally. Your grandmother, Kayla, loves you unconditionally. This means there is absolutely nothing, and I get such chills when I say this. This is true for all of you, even though it's coming through Kayla's grandmother. There is nothing you can do, nothing, to break that unconditional love. Absolutely nothing. They understand why you do what you do, why you feel what you feel, what you're struggling with, what your dilemmas are. And your grandmother, this is the last thing from your grandmother here, Kayla. Your grandmother and all of your loved ones, those of you listening, want you to know that it's okay to make mistakes, that she will not be disappointed in you. You cannot disappoint her. It's about making choices that give you peace. And when you feel that peace and you don't have the inner conflict, you will be able to feel and sense her love and her presence so much better. Okay. I know, Melissa, me too. I got chills too. Absolutely. All right. So guys, I am trying to do new people today that I have never read for. Don't forget, if you go to my Larkin Psychic Medium page, I'm going to start doing lives again. The Angels in Action again, as well as work on my mindset page. So just go to my Larkin Psychic Medium page, like and follow the page, and I'll have things posted by tomorrow morning if I didn't get you today. Okay. But I'm not neglecting those of you I've read for. I just am trying to, Spirit is like, please get to the people you haven't read for yet. Okay. Let's see here. Your phone died, Dom. No, I didn't call on you yet. I'm sorry. I will look for you next week. And also, I'm going to do the live readings on my live psychic medium page. Okay. So I'm going to have those as well. And I'll post when those free live readings are tomorrow. Okay. I'm also going to do 2 days a week here, guys, starting shortly. So you guys will have plenty of chances to get a reading. I am being asked, Kayla, thank you for letting me read to you. Please come back and keep me posted. Please come to my other lives and keep me posted. Melissa said she got chills listening to that message. Me too. I see you guys. I cannot get to everyone. I'm trying really hard. Okay. Let's see. Michelle, are you still there, Michelle? I'm going to do you. We only have 3 minutes here. Let's see. May I get a reading from you, Larkin? I'm going through a lot. Could use some guidance and words of wisdom. Again, Michelle, and guys, I want to quick say this. And Michelle, yes, I have messages for you. Here's the thing, guys. I am very, 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 very thorough. And so for the live free readings, they're shorter. They're not the same as when I do like angel parties or bigger events. So understand, I am not neglecting you. I'm just doing what Spirit asks, giving you enough you can use. And so, again, go to my psychic medium page. If you didn't get a reading today, meet me here next week. I'm going to start doing 2 days a week here. I do try to get to everyone, but Spirit says, please get to those people you haven't read for before or in a very long time. So if I read for you last week, Spirit did not send me to you this week. Okay. So Michelle, this is just some quick guidance to make shifts tonight for you. Okay. Remember that your spirit team wants you to remember that you are whole and perfect. You are whole and perfect. So you can isolate the struggles that you have to this human egoic version of self. Okay. You need to shift your perspective. They're showing me that, you need to make a change in the everyday thoughts and feelings that you're having in order for them to really get through and bring a new set of changes into your life. And they're showing me that they've been trying to encourage you that, but remember, 95% of our mind we're unaware of. And they're showing me that you have a couple of tracks on replay, just over and over and over and over and over on replay. Then you are believing those thoughts and you are believing your current state of your situation. Here is the recipe for you to get out of your situation. Easier said than done, but this is the recipe. Okay. You have to change your beliefs, your beliefs are just repeated thoughts. If you want to have a change in your situation right now, so that you feel there's an ease, it's like popping a blister. They hurt until you pop it. They're encouraging you to pop that blister, pop the pressure that's going on in your life that is causing you to feel like you're going through a lot. They don't want you to go into denial and say, I'm not going through a lot, because your ego believes you're going through a lot. But it is your mind that can shift you out of that. Okay. So they need you to ask yourself, what is it you're not doing that you're afraid to do or you're avoiding doing? And you need to do that. That is what they're telling me very clearly. The other thing is they want you to stop doing, they want you to recognize the thoughts and words and choices you're making every day, and they want you to do the opposite. Okay. Now they're telling me you're going to have some resistance here. This is going to seem like, well, I can't, but they want you to know that once you tip that boat, yes, that's exactly right. Once you tip that boat and you swim, you're going to get stronger. Remember that every obstacle is an opportunity, Michelle. They want you to know every obstacle is an opportunity. You would not be given this if it was not to help you be stronger. When we're given things and we feel like we're having a hard time, it's because we're not growing at the rate at which we can to be the best version of ourselves. So we essentially bring these things on ourselves subconsciously. You are not fully living to your potential, and none of us ever fully do, but it's time for you to make that next quantum leap. And so the pressure of your situation isn't going to go away until you do that. Okay. So find out what that means. Re-listen to this. Journal what I just said. I've run over, so I've got to get off because this is not my page. This is Veronica's page. But take that. That is succinct guidance It's very clear and strong for you, Michelle. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I will be back at the same time next Wednesday. Like and follow my Psychic Medium page. I'll be joining a second day here shortly, and I will see you guys again soon. Thank you for tuning in. Don't worry, if I didn't read for you today, Spirit knows what you need and will come through another reader or when you see me shortly in perfect timing. Okay, love you all. Mwah. Have a great night. You're welcome, Michelle. Bye-bye.